Hey guys. Hi, welcome back. All right, so I hope you guys are doing great. This is going to be a today's topic reading. It is for December the 10th. So I know this month is flying. All right, as always, you guys can enter to win a free read with me by writing the word compassion in the comment section. And of course, I choose at least one subscriber each week to get a free read with me. So feel free. Hang on, I'm going to adjust my lighting because I feel like I'm being blinded here just a little bit. Hold on, guys. I hope I don't turn it off altogether. Is that better? Let me see. It's a little easier on my eyes. Anyway, all right, let's rock and roll. So I wanted to go ahead and start this reading out with yet another card out of deck that I'm still acquainting myself with. So I've just been using this for the today's topics because I'm really enjoying this. So today we shuffled out card number 14, which is all about creativity. So what is in your mind? Is this something that you've been thinking about for a long time? Is this something that you've been hungry to get into? Is this something that you're actively making something for yourself? Creating something? Is this something about your life? Is this something about a hobby? Is this something about I have this idea in my head right now, and I don't know if I should say it, but I feel like somebody is doing something creative for you. Maybe it's because this is coming up to Christmas. Maybe, I don't know. I just suddenly had this flash of somebody like they're making something. I don't know. I mean, I wanted to like say, is it like somebody making jewelry? Because my hand was like a focal point for me. Is this something that is like artisan, something that is being created, or is it you creating something? And we have everything depicted here, right? We have, musical instruments in her head. Is somebody writing a song right now for you? Is this somebody painting something? There's also, like the comedy tragedy masks of like being on a theatrical stage. I feel like even me like adjusting my lighting, this is kind of like a stage. That's how I think of this, because I am a storyteller. So this is like my stage, and I just feel like it sets a tone and a vibe. And I'm like that anyway. I like the arts. I like things that are visually appealing to me anyway. That's very important to me. And I like color. And I feel like this is, some of you are getting swept up in that as well. But I feel like this is more, someone is creating something for you, something that might really surprise you. I don't know that it's a Christmas gift. I feel like it's a heartfelt. It isn't a gift intended to be for Christmas. It is a gift or something that they're making, not even as a gift, but they're making something with you in mind. I feel like it's something very heartfelt. What deck? Okay, we're going to go this route. I felt like this is going to be a fairly abstract reading before I even began. I don't know why, but I feel like somebody is taking a lot of time looking at things. Okay, finally we got one out. Looking at things. Now I only read these cards in the upright no matter how they turn out, but we got the clover. I mean, this is fortunate. This is luck. Now the clover itself can represent like thinking of a lover from a distance, a lover far, far away. There's lots of like Celtic and Irish, songs and folklore and things like that about, lovers, laying down in fields of clover. So there's a certain like poetry to this. But this can actually represent lovers at a distance. But there's some turn of good fortune, some good luck. I mean, this is a good luck charm. Maybe did you make a good luck charm for someone, or did someone wants to give you something like that, something that is a symbol of love, but also protection, perhaps? I mean, four-leaf clover is such a symbol, right? It's so associated with, good luck, good fortune. But I feel like someone wants to make something for you, or somebody is constructing something. There's this creative energy. Wow. Okay, so next to this, and these cards influence each other. So we have this, if this is lovers at a distance, and this is some kind of fortune, and we couple it with something creative, someone maybe wants to communicate something to you in a creative way. here's the thing. I call this the whip crack of clarity. This is actually not an easy card. This is the exact reverse. This is the difficulty. So we've got like somebody dreaming of something in a poetic way, in a romanticized way, in a creative energy, and they're thinking of how they want something to turn out in a really positive way, and what that will create, what effect will that have. If they give you something very heartfelt, if they make something for you, will that be enough maybe to soften that birch? Wow. Will that actually I feel like this is about will my lover come back to my arms kind of reading. What direction will this set me on? What somebody is having a moment of clarity. I feel like somebody wants to give and a symbol of something that is very heartfelt, something that means something. They want to give that, and they're hoping that will have some kind of an effect. They've had this moment of clarity. They understand now what they would like to do, what they would like to how they would like to change course on something. This is all about following somebody's inner compass. Someone is making some kind of a gift. Someone is creating something for you. This is something where they hope that this sets a new stage, sets a new course, allows something to move forward, something that would be either open new doors or did you give something to someone? Did you make something for them? And it has something to do with like protecting them in their travels. Is it something where they want to reciprocate? Is it something that maybe they're sitting here looking at something that you created for them? Is there a gift that you gave to someone, or is it that they want to give you something? I feel like someone wants to give you something, but I feel like it has something to do with travel. I feel like it has something to do with like protection, something to do with you already did something for them and they want to reciprocate because it's something that matters to them. It's something that has, maybe they looked at a gift and it hit them like, you gave me that. I remember what that meant. I remember the significance. And somehow this is like setting a course now for them to say, I want to reciprocate that. Maybe this may not be about love and romance. This might be about something else. This could be somebody is looking at something that you made for them a long time ago, and it's hitting them really hard. It's hitting them, striking them really hard. Like, God, I remember that. I remember what that meant to me. I remember why you gave me that. I remember this. And it's altering somebody's course. It's making them. It's weird because I feel like this creative energy has something to do with what you gave to them and now what they want to give to you in return. It's bringing up a whole lot of possible, like they're going and they're involving other people in this. This could be like, going to a store and, trying to figure out like, would this color look better with that, with, what do you think? Like asking other people's opinions, getting information, getting somebody's input on something. Very intriguing reading so far. And now we have the man who's sitting here. I almost wonder if this is that somebody wants to send you something, someone who can't come see you, but they feel like if they can't be there in person, they at least want to send something. And it is an act of love. This person is holding a rose. This person is pretty dejected, actually. This person is sitting here and they are, I don't know, I feel as if there's a lot of memories and they're wondering, what will you think? What will you think if they send this? What will you think of them? What will that indicate for you? What will that remind you of? Will you think of that thing that you gave them? Will you, now this is starting to look like a love reading. Will you think back to the sentiments that you spoke to them when you gave them a gift? Will you understand that they are trying to reciprocate something now? I feel like this is kind of coming out of the blue. I feel like they're hoping that this changes something, but they are remembering things. This is very nostalgic, and this is somebody who wants to, there's a gift that reminds them of you and the sentiments that you held for them, and they want to give something back. They're creating something for you. Let me get one more on the man. Wow. So we've got Anubis here with this coffin, and Anubis, he's the one who weighs things. At the end of a lifespan of something, Anubis weighs the weight of the heart to decide, do you move on or do you not? Do you get to, go onward into the spiritual life? Like, what's the weight of your heart? Wow. So the man is, they are sitting here, and this is a heavy reflection. This doesn't have to be a man, but I'm going to refer to it as a man because that's who we see here. In the back of his mind, he's realizing what he threw away. There is some token of something that you put effort into that they hold. And they're looking at this and they're remembering, I had the person who gave me this, they were mine once upon a time. And I let that thing go. I let that person go. The sentiments, all of everything that was wrapped up in this particular gift. Maybe some of you gave them something that had to do with travel. It's something that maybe they traveled a lot. Maybe you gave them something that was like, heartfelt, that let them know, like you want them to always be safe in their travels or something along those lines. I only say that because we have, this can talk about distance and good luck. And this talks about travel and definitely travel. I mean, we've got a map and a compass. But it's hit them really, really, really hard. The fact that this is over. This has been over. I don't know that they think that their gift will have much meaning if this comes with like tarnished energy. But for whatever reason, man, they are in the feels right now. They're in the memories right now. They are in this story. Okay, this story is kind of you notice like my flow of words are not quite as smooth. It's almost like there's a whole bunch of contemplative energy. And then we got the man again on the other side of Anubis, on the other side of that coffin. Very angsty, very... and what's funny is on one hand, well, not funny, but on one hand, we have the man sitting here with no shoes on, like maybe some things have really gotten off track for them in their life, right? You're sitting here in kind of a fancy house, but you don't have any shoes on, so you're not going anywhere. You may not have the wherewithal to go anywhere. This man may not be able to put on shoes and leave the fancy little mansion. They might have hemmed themselves right into a life that may look luxurious, but there's nothing real happy about this. And they if you look a little closer, they're not really that well dressed. This is not this is somebody who's pretty unhappy. I mean, very unhappy, if I'm honest, because what they're thinking about is how this thing ended. They've been very heavily reminded of something. Maybe August 28th, something ended. I don't know. But now on the other side of this, we have the man again. And this time he's like, we're really seeing the impact it's having. They're not getting lighter and brighter over this. They're getting more intense, right? Now we see his whole chest, meaning his heart is being bared, right? This is more, he's more angsty. We see the, like we've got the platysma muscle and, sternocleidomastoid really visible here in his neck. We've got signs of stress now. Passion, desire, stress, And all of this is about the waiting. I feel like if this person is going to try to make you something, give you something, to try to drum up a memory for you, they're still sitting there going, oh my God, the idea that once upon a time you gave me something so sentimental and I'm looking at it now and I don't know how to go back in time and recapture that. I want to give you something in return, but I don't even know how. Are you going to just put it in the garbage? You know, I feel like somebody wants to create something for you, but I don't know. I feel weird about this, almost like even if they're thinking about this, I don't know that they actually will. I don't know. They could still be all tangled up in their thoughts as they're looking at some memento. Oh, we got the writer. This is somebody is bringing the package. Usually the writer brings a letter, but it could be that they're having something delivered to your house. Something that, okay, this is weirdly specific too. Like a really chipper kind of like delivery person. They have no idea that this is coming from somebody who's so full of angst. I mean, look at the difference here. This is like so much intensity, right? Like pressure, concern, worry, what's going to happen if I send you a gift to try to spark your memory of that gift that you gave me once upon a time. I want to go back in time before things were over, and I want to give you something that shows you my sentiments. But then we have this, you know, carousel horse and rainbows and all of this. This messenger is somebody that brings a message, but you can see that they're oblivious to the intensity of this. The person sending this is super like hot and heavy, but the delivery person pops in and is like, hey, you know, I don't know. I feel like the delivery person may, the way in which it comes in could be like, I don't know why this is like an important message, but it's going to be such a weird juxtaposition because the delivery person could be way boisterous, or the packaging is super chipper, or something about it comes across as real light and fluffy, but that is not, in fact, the energy with which it is wrapped in, right? This is somebody very stressed out, very, I feel like they're putting a lot of attention into this, and I feel like there's a worry about, do I send this, do I not? I feel like it is not a letter. I feel like it is an item. It is an item of like I say, importance. It is, I mean, obviously this is a crazy reading that's like super specific, and all my readings are just stories, right? I am reading a story right now, and so bear that in mind. But I don't want to take this as just too many, but I will say, I just want to point out that the fish is here. The fish in the reverse, I mean, I don't read these in the reverse, but the fish is usually about money. It's about wealth. It's about something expensive. But for some reason, and again, I don't read these in the reverse, but what I wanted to say is this may not be a very expensive gift, but it would have, it's about the significance of it. I mean, maybe it's an expensive gift, but I don't see it that way. It's just weird. It's like important to say that it's not actually, it's not the amount that was spent on it. It is the meaning behind it. And it's a meaning that only you would know, because someone is trying to do something much like what you have done for them in the past. It is to conjure up a memory. It is also this person's very small way of trying to drop some of the facade that they have, the facade that they've been maybe showing you, which could have been a whole lot of silence. This is, you know, we see 3 masks here, but we see an open doorway. This is somebody like almost howling, begging, please, will you talk to me? I remember you. I remember what you mean to me. I remember what we had. It's that kind of thing. But this person is trying to figure out, how do they say this? Because they really kind of want to howl it. It's, you know, you open this mouth and it's like, what on earth is in there? What does this person need to say? So they're trying to find something that will present it. This is the open spot in the facade of everything's fine. I don't think of you. I don't think back to the time with you. This is a change in all of that vibe. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been so weird and choppy in trying to read this story that I'm going to rewatch this and see. I don't want to take it down because I've never had a reading quite like this, so I feel like I should leave it however it goes. But even the deck is all flip-flopped. Everything just feels messy in this reading to me. And I keep staying with this deck. I wasn't going to, but I keep going. No, one more. One more. Okay. One more. Just because I don't want to leave it on that. Now we have the tree, which is like the tree of life. So I feel like this person is hoping against all hope. Maybe you already had a family with this person. Some of you might want to get invited to like a family event. Some of them are trying to figure out a way to maybe invite you to one of their family events, which could be like crazy out of the blue. This is like you've not talked to this person in however long, and now they're trying to go from like silence to giving you a sentimental gift to try to say more than what they know how to speak with words, to open a doorway and then take this huge leap to, well, this is my life that I want to invite you into. I want to have you meet my family all of a sudden. I mean, this is a very strange blend of cards to me anyway. This whole thing feels very strange because the intensity has increased in this person. They've gone from like almost I want to say this apprehension to almost like panic that, oh my God, I've lost my person, but I can't lose my person. I can't. So what do I do? Well, I need to send this package. I need to send this. And God, I hope it opens up. I hope it tells you what I need it to tell you. It's weird because this has to do with something about like, I keep wanting to say the word forever, so I'm just going to say it. This is like my root system is still always interwoven with you. It doesn't, no matter how much time has passed, no matter how much distance has passed, we are still interwoven. You are interwoven into the fabric of my life somehow. It's like, I don't know how, but it feels like somebody wants to give some kind of a sentimental gift that actually is making a promise that they want you to be a permanent part of their life. But what I'm not a fan of is all these subtleties and intrigue. I get that they're trying to find a way to open this up, to open up the facade, but then we jump to this, and I'm like, there's a lot of other cards that could have popped out. I mean, on one hand, I love this because it's all about roots. It's about growth, right? And it does have something to do with family here. So I don't know if this is somebody who would like to see you for the holidays. That's what I feel like. But it's weird because I feel like they want you to come with them for the holidays or see their family, which you may never have met their family on one hand, or on the other hand, you actually already had a family with this person. And I feel like that's a 50-50 there. But we could have had some other, message of, reconciliation or something like that. But this whole reading is taking this very cryptic turn. And on one hand, I get it because this person is trying to show you something sentimental. They're trying to explain that what you gave to me is something that matters so much to me. The sentiments that you gave to me with that, it's like they want you to remember a moment. They want you to remember how you felt about them. They want you to remember that, like, something that you said that let them know how much you had loved them back then. And they want you to remember that. And then they, in turn, are trying to give you something that tells you the same thing. It is very meaningful in that sense because it's like this person knows how you felt about them. They're trying to find a way to tell you that I feel that way about you. And I feel like on one hand, this is a much more meaningful way to say it than just with words. Hold on. I don't know if we're going to get one last card. Nothing is popping. But if there's one more, we'll take it, and then we're going to end this. One more time. Are we going to have one card? No, that's it. That's it. I've never had that happen either. So somebody is trying to find a creative way to tell you how they really feel. Because this person, I feel like it's somebody at a distance who has passion for you. Somebody who wants to get lucky with you. But it's really hit them. This is sharp. This is like, oh my God, what kind of a mess do I have here? I want to find my way back to this person. I feel like it begins with something that you gave to them. And now they are trying to find their way back to you by doing something similar. I feel like they're asking advice, asking their friends advice. What do you think? Would so-and-so like this? What do you think? Does this suit them? What do you think? Is this their taste, their style? Does this remind you of something? They might be showing your picture. You notice how she's in front of a frame. They might be showing your picture to other people saying, do you think that this is what they would like? Do you think, I don't know, it's like, even though this is a sentimental thing, whatever message they want to put into it is from them to you. But I feel like they're asking advice. I feel like they're putting thought into this. So this is, or it's like a collaborative, maybe it's like something about artisans coming together. What if it's, I don't know, if they're making something specific for you that is unique for you. So they're working with someone else to create something, a design or something along those lines. But this is like, there is some kind of a conversation. And, I have to say, normally a card of creativity like that would have a little bit more joyful face. This is not super joyful. I feel like there's a melancholy to this. I feel like there is an element of, and they know that you're a very creative person. They know that you have a lot going on in your mind. You have a lot of thoughts, a lot of, like, you're very, very intelligent. You have all kinds of creative sparks to you. You have many, many pieces of your character. And they also know that, I don't know, maybe they've watched you be melancholy, and they know that you are being creative in your own life to deal with the melancholy, maybe that whatever they put you through. But I feel like they see you, or they see your picture because you're in front of this frame. They watch you somehow. But all of this seems to be about doing something creative. And I don't know, to see a reading like this, where they go from their melancholy for sure to like kind of raging bull about, this can't be over. I can't have this be over. This has to work. Like, that's kind of what I feel like. Instead of surrendering, because this is kind of a surrender pose. I've never been a fan of, but this card is lazy to me. This is the person who, oh, I'm bummed out. Well, don't be bummed out. Get up and make it happen. This person thought, but this is maybe over. Like, I don't know if this will work. And then when they really contemplated, oh my God, this might not work. I might not get my person back. Bam. Here's the time where we go, good, get your blood pumping. Show me that it matters. Get up and do something. Now this person, I mean, granted, they ripped off their shirt. That's all right. It's kind of hunky, right? But they kind of are, they're displaying more. There's passion here. Now we can see that this matters, right? Also, we see passage of time here. Their hair's grown longer. We've got a little bit more, I would argue, more maturity, because it's like, wait, why am I sitting here? I need to at least stand up. I need to show that I want something. And I feel like that is what's giving them the courage to actually send this gift. Maybe because I said, I don't know, are they really going to send it? And then I got the writer card, and I'm like, oh, apparently they're going to send it. But this comes in like some, maybe it is for the holiday. Maybe that's why I see this celebratory kind of thing surrounding it, kind of, it's all like bubbles and rainbows, when the person sending it is not in a bubbles and rainbow kind of energy at all, right? So, and it makes sense because this is meant to be the, can I please open up this facade? I don't know how else to tell you how much I need to talk to you. I need you in my life, because this is what I'm really thinking of. They're hoping that this opens the door to this. They're hoping that this is what it conveys. They're hoping that you are a part of this, basically a part of their tree of life, that you are a part of their tree of life. So it's all kind of, I would say this is a very heavily symbolic, and not just symbolic though, it's a heavily symbolic and sentimental storyline is what we got out of this. So I'm going to leave that one there. That was a very strange reading. I feel like it took me on a little journey. So I'm going to leave this here, and I will probably be doing a free read for somebody. I'll probably pull somebody tomorrow. Okay. So no, actually, I'll probably wait and do it so it'll come out on the 12th. The reading that I do for the 12th, since that's going to be a portal day. Okay. 12/12. I'll wait until then. All right. Mwah. Bye, guys. Thanks for being with me.